Good evening and welcome to the Grey Barn of Andover, New Jersey. We're actually here at night and it's a Friday night. And what better way to spend my Friday night before the big storm rolls in? We're not quite there yet. When I see those clouds coming in, I will hit the road because we're supposed to have a pretty bad storm tonight. Flood watches are in effect starting, I think, at 7 or 8 o'clock and running through early tomorrow. So I don't want to be driving in that, but I will get this video in. It's going to be a little bit longer than usual as Jazzy Junque, who we are visiting with tonight, and you can see it's 20% off items not marked firm, has 2 booths, a bookcase back here, and a shelf in a locked case up front. We're not going to do the locked case shelf, but we are going to visit her 2 booths back here and get as much of this done as we can. Again, if you see anything in this video or past videos or any of our posts on Facebook or Instagram and you wish to have more information for any of the items that you see, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. If you're not on Facebook or Instagram, you may email us at findus@greybarnantiques.com, and that's gray with an E. You can always hop on over to our website to get the exact, to make sure that you have the email correct. Or if you are on Facebook or Instagram, please direct message us there. If you're able to send a screenshot, that's extremely helpful. Or timestamp, and make sure you indicate which video you saw the item or items in that you need more information about. I ask that you do not flood me with more than 10 pictures at a time, as that is a big ask. I am the social media person, and I am also the counter person. So when we are open, it is very difficult for me to get away and come check out the things that you are asking about. So if I don't respond right away, it's because I am a little underwater helping our customers in the shop, or I could be sleeping. And you can send those messages anytime. My phone doesn't bother me. I have it set off, but this way it's timestamped. So if you're the first person asking, and then I know what I'm looking for, it doesn't have to be during business hours. Just don't expect a response. I think this is 18 and then 20% off, so that'd be $14.40. I have to have the vendor price that. So again, this is a 20% off. This is our vendor, Jazzy Junque. So 20% off of $12.50 becomes 10, off of 8 becomes $6.40. So the easiest way to do that is just times 0.8, and that takes you right to the number. So if you did 5 times 0.8, $4. It makes it nice and easy. I do see a tiny chip there. So, and we do ship most of the items. Some of the larger things, they do hit a service fee, so we will not ship them. We do have this really neat shadow box that we don't want to ship, only because, well, the front doesn't come off, and we're afraid in transit the glue might loosen these guys up. If you're okay with that and you're willing to take that chance, we will, of course, ship this. You might even want the pieces out, because there are some great little copper colored minis in here, and you get this whole little thing for $14.40. So you might have another use for this little box shelf, and you just want those minis out of there. It's your items. You do what you want with them once you paid. Okay, nice picture frame there for $6.40. And again, if you see anything, and I don't go over it because I can't go over everything, obviously. I'd be here for a very long time, and the video would be longer than what YouTube is happy about. So you get all 4 of these mugs for $10. These are the nice Irish coffee mugs, the pedestal milk glass. That's a really good deal on those. So you can see it's got it on front and back. She also has some really cute little vintage toys in here. A lot of doilies. 1920 on the tin litho drum. That's really in good shape when you look at the litho. There's a little water stains on the cardboard, but the tin litho, a little dent here, is in really good shape. If you remember, that little register was here. That has now since sold. Niagara Falls, $4.40. So that's another lower priced thing to collect. Usually you can find a lot of Niagara Falls items. Boggle game for $1.60. My son does not like Boggle because I beat him at it. $2.40 for the Beanie Baby with the basketball. And if you do follow us on Facebook or Instagram, this size we do ship this washboard, the small lingerie size. That one is $10. We don't ship the larger ones because they do incur the service fee. It's not us, it's the post office. When it hits a certain size, it's not always cost effective to ship. Just $6.40 on that charger. $4.80 on this little wicker doll chair. So I was saying we are going to continue our Dungeons and Dragons tomorrow night. You might have seen that picture where we did that. So my son will actually be helping me out here at the shop tomorrow. So I'm helping out. He usually sits in the chair, and if somebody buys something large, I have him help bring that out to their car. Okay, I can't quite see the prices there without my glasses, but you're taking 20% off. So I was saying, like with these certain things do get to a certain size of the box, and they hit you for that. So it's not even so much the weight, it's the size of the box. So $4.80. This is newer, but it's cute. Nice little tin votive holder there, or plant holder, whatever you want to put in there. Cute little leaf for that price. If you are going to put it outside, I do recommend spraying a top coat on it just to protect it, but you might want it to get that rusty look, and I'm sure that one would rust right up. So $38 on this really cool, and it's not hot to the touch, and it's been on all day, so that has got the proper bulb in there. He'll come with the bulb. We don't remove the bulbs when we send them, and we can absolutely send him. And that is the mottled glass on that. And his little head and feet are metal. So that would be $30.40 on that one. $7.20 on this tricolor vase. I remember in the 80s when the tricolor was a thing, because for my mother it had to be gold, but silver colored gold and that, and she had all that. I remember that being a big thing for a bit. And things like that picture back there, just $8. These little wire baskets. A lot of nice milk bottles. The 10 becomes 8. This one's also 8. And this one is also 8. So there we go. Nice and easy. $8. And we got a lot of nice elephants. A little celluloid cow. He's in pretty good shape too. He's only $3.20. Now these used to go, he's missing a horn. These just go for a lot more, so that's maybe another collection to get into that's come down quite a bit in price. There's so many different ones. The baby rattles, all different animals. They're just a lot of fun. I had a big celluloid animal collection somewhere at one point. $7.20 for this picture that has the measurements on it. Doesn't look to be super old, but it has a nice look. It almost has an ironstone look to it. The shelf is just $14.40. Might be able to ship, I'm not sure, without hitting the fees. And you can always inquire, because I'll run up a dummy box and get that pricing to see if it is something effective. $6.40 on these little framed illustrations. Now, she doesn't look as upset. And you can see there's foxing on this girl, though. She looks like she's mad. So those are just $6.40 each. Even if you just want the frames, that's a good deal for that. We have a lot of great picture frames in here that you might not like the picture, but it's just worth it for the frame. Now these are each $9.60 for these little tins by Mabel Lucy Atwell. Mabel. Something fishy. Let's see. Oh, there's two molds. Two molds for the price of one. You're getting 2 of these vintage molds for $8. And what's the other one? Horsey, or I don't know what that is. Another animal. I always like these. I had a small collection of these guys at one point. $4 for the mouse and the cheese. Oh, this one's loose. My mice were attached. They were like little shoes. This is really cute. Oh, he's been repaired on his neck. We can see that. And that's the other thing, too. We will always point out just $6 on the Fiesta cup. We'll always point out the damage before we send it to you and make sure you're cognizant of any chips or repairs. This, I can't believe, is still here. Just $8 for this pretty little silver-plated baby cup. The back does not get the name engraved, but you can see the little images on it. So that's just absolutely darling. So that ceramic teapot trivet back there is now $1.60. It's always off the lower price. As long as they don't write the firm, you are taking that 20% off still. Now this is what we call flash glass, and you can see a little bit of the paint loss going on down here. We'll say if something's, so the cranberry glass, this is flash, that means it's applied, it's not in the glass. So you have to be careful how you wash those and clean those to make sure you don't take any of the paint off. So, if you collect these, the Williamsburg Christmas, that's kind of cool. Buyer's Choice 16 for about a year and a half ago. We had a lot of people collecting those again. $8 on the strainer. This is just a piece of, this is the wood decorative pieces that you put on your furniture or wherever you want to. That's $3.20, still in the packaging. Just $6.40 on this beautiful etched glass jar. We have a lamp back there with the punches in it. I think we're going to just do the one booth tonight, and we'll come back another time and do the other one, just because I'm already 10 minutes in and I've barely scratched the surface, and I usually just do 10 minutes for each of my vendors. I do 10 to 12 minutes. This is an interesting thing. Metal corn holder for $7.20 with a chainsaw, and it looks like it's already been outside. Nice little cornucopia copper mold, and that's me hitting my own phone. There's $4 on that. So again, a lot of the pictures we can ship, but they might hit the fees. We got a lot of nice teapots up here. I'm gonna start picking up my pace a little bit, so you might just have to zoom in on things and let me know what you need to know. $4 on that little creamer, and I will gladly get that for you. So again, we are visiting with Jazzy Junque. Oh, check out this, see if I can open this. This is one of those puzzle, the faces, the blocks, and it's $12 for that. And you know, each one, you can see there's some wear and tear on them. It has been played with, fortunately, so you can change out his hat, or you can make him have this hair, and it always lines up. It's just a little change the face, you know, each piece, and they will line up consistently and give you a different look, multiple different variations of that gentleman, or I don't know what else is in there. Just $4.80 for a nice little seal. We have Lennox. She's always got a lot of Lennox, priced very well, and clearly got a skaters collection here. $4.80 for the snowman, the snow babies. This one is $4. The one behind him is just $3.20. And again, I will get you any information that you are looking for. We have some cherished teddies. Snow mouse. I don't know which one this is, but it looks like an Enesco brand. Let it snow, let it snow. Yeah, Nesco's. This is Priscilla Hillman. And that is just $3.20 for the little snow mouse. Very cute. I like that face. Look at that little face. Aw. And a little springy snowflake going on there. We are not able to ship these lamps, but if you are local and you wish to have them, they are $44 for the pair. That's a great price. So just $22 a lamp for nice little boudoir lamps, matching. Perfect for each side of the bed or couch. All right, so this one I did feature the other day, $14.40. $9.60 on that one. $7.20 on that one. $10. We have some redone stuff. That's $16. Floral plates. These I just saw. These are very pretty antique German salt tips. They're $4.80 each, and there's 2 available. You can see how pretty those are. Okay, and a lot of lemon servers are in here as well. That one's just $6.40. Some more Lennox. The bowls are each $4. It's nice blue and white. Some bone dishes. Everybody's been going nuts for these lately. These are $4 each, so if you're interested in those, just let me know. Cute little salt and pepper, bird shakers. And we're just going to show you the bottom of that, and I'm going to come back and just let you see the center of this. And again, take 20% off any of the prices that you do happen to see. And if you need me to find anything, just let me know. You get all 3 of these dishes for $1 money, $3.20. Pretty similar. Same, slightly different design on each, but they are blue. This little blue tote is shippable. I know you people love these handy little totes. This one is $9.60. It's painted a bright blue. So, of course, you can paint over that if that color is too much. Or if you just take some really rough sandpaper and hit it a few spots and give it a nice little shabby look. $6.40 for a blanket with a tear, so this would be great to make into a pillow or anything else that you might envision it. We got graduations coming up, $2.40 for the Ziggy. And $4 on the cigar box. Still has part of the tobacco tax tag on it. $18.99. Wow. Georgia State Fair. And that one has lost its price tag. So, oh no, there it is. Now I see it as soon as I put it down. There we go. $6.40. So that's very pretty. Cut to clear on the top there. Little Georgia Fair souvenir. A lot of cookie cutters and lots of small. So again, just one booth of Jazzy Junque. Oh, let me get these cups here on the end. $3.20 on the, are these Fire King? No, they are not. So $3.20, there's 2 of those. We've got some of the copper mule mugs and the brass. What does this say? $3.20, and they are newer. And we have a 2-tone jug down here for $40. Yeah, okay. And let's see, $1.60 on the bone china cup. All right, so again, this is Jazzy Junque, just one of her 2 booths at the Grey Barn. Let me know if you see anything in this video or our past videos that you need more information on, and I will gladly get that information for you as soon as I am able to. Now remember, if you email us, I'm only seeing those emails during business hours. If you use direct messaging on Facebook or Instagram, I do see those. And as I've been telling people, if you're not on Facebook and it's because of security issues, personal reasons, you don't need to use your real name. You can set up another name. Just give yourself an avatar and set your settings to private so you're able to go and watch all the other lives, including ours on most Wednesday nights. We are not doing one next Wednesday night because June 7th and 8th is our vintage summer market here at the Grey Barn. So we try to not have too much going on our plate because my shipper, Don, gets very stressed out if he has a lot of shipping to do the week of an event. So we've stopped doing the Wednesday night lives to help because he is working about 85 hours a week between here and working at his full-time job. So I try not to make too much work for him. So I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I won't be able to do the continuation video tomorrow night. As I've indicated, tomorrow night is part 2 of our Dungeons and Dragon campaign with our son. So good night, everybody. Take care.